Hello and welcome to Blockchain Silver, the place where we analyze what in the world is going on in crypto. Today we're going to talk about how to spot the beginning of a bull. Warning, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It is best to do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and invest based on your opinion of the market. Cryptocurrency markets are highly speculative and may lose value. Be safe out there. All right, so this is what we're looking for. This is the bull mark. This can be days, weeks, months, years, doesn't matter. It goes up, does a 1.5 to 2. Now this is specifically tailored for the crypto market, but I'm going to give you a few other examples of some other ones. And it goes up, comes down, and those lows are never revisited. Also, this can kind of point up, it can kind of point sideways, and it can also slightly point down. But the main thing here is that it goes up this amount or more, comes down, and it's never revisited. Also, in wave theory, this is a 1 and a 2, leading into a 3. All right, Bitcoin 3-year chart. Consolidates for about 9 months, starting in January of 2015, going till about August or September, and then takes off. Does a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Takes off, goes up to $463 from a low of roughly 210. There was a flash crash in here on August 25th, 2015, and it flashed down to about $177. So if you put that in here, it would just make this number bigger. But that was about a 2.2x move. The lows then were never revisited, and it was off to the races. Gold, 100-year chart. Treads sideways for quite a few years, actually. Nixon shock comes off. We get this little bounce. The $35 low is never revisited, as you can tell. And off to the races. And so this would be that consolidation for a few years. Now this wasn't much. This was about a 18-19% move up from here to here. But still, the same thing applies on the chart. Off to the races. Silver, 100-year chart. Did a consolidation, I think it was for about 2 years. Went up to 64 cents. Back down. That 28-cent low was never revisited. Did about a 2.28x move. And it was off to the races. So Bitcoin here, 2.2. Silver did about the same thing, 2.8. So this is a pretty good indicator with the cryptos and precious metals. They act pretty similar. Just the cryptos are doing it way faster. Heating oil, 25-year chart, 1999, hits a low of 33 cents. Takes off in about the end of 2000. This was about 2 years. Goes to $1.05. $1.05 divided by 33 cents did about a 3.18x move. And the low was never revisited, and it was off to the races. This was about a 9 or 10 year bull market lasting up into 2008. Went from 33 cents to about $4. This was a good long-term, 9-10 year play. There were a lot of other things that were doing well same time. Silver and gold, a lot of the commodities did well from 2000 to about 2008, 2010. All right, so 0x, we're going to get into this one at the end of this video. I am the most bullish on this as a short-term play. Now, I'm talking just for the next week or two. But same thing here. Consolidates, does a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then comes up. The lows are never revisited. Goes up even higher. Comes down. Goes up again. And just from the 15, a little over 15 cents to 25, does about a 1.65x move. And the lows aren't revisited, off to the races. And so from the beginning here, 1.5 to a 2.0. This is kind of what I'm witnessing and what I'm observing in the market. Now, Auger, this one's on my radar because it's had a really good run now. Now I'm watching this one. I wait for the consolidation to get over with. Let's see a run and time to move in. So looks like it's coming down now from that $12.59. Now this is very short term. So 738 from the low goes to 12.59. Did about a 1.7x move. Pretty darn similar to 0x. And Tezos, now this one has had a good run today. 76 cents was the low. Probably about the same time that Auger. Now if it just does something similar, I'm looking for about $1.29. This is probably going to come pretty quickly. Now this doesn't mean to buy it today. I generally don't get in on rallies. I wait for the smoke and the dust to settle, let it come down, and let's see what it goes to. You know, you can get in on consolidations, but, you know, you might be waiting a while. That's the thing with consolidations. You don't know how long you're going to wait, but this one now is on my radar. There are so many good plays right now. I can't tell you how many great plays there are. I actually have, this weekend, I got to get my book out and start jotting things down because all this stuff now is going in sequence. It's one right after the other. And so this is about what I'm thinking. We'll see what happens. Chainlink, I'm bullish on this one. Chainlink went, it had this little bump. This was $1.57 and this was about $1.59. So it wasn't revisited. Came up, came down. This could be a 1 and a 2. Chainlink, I think, is still in a longer term wave 3. But from this 157 from here up to here did a 2.72. I'm sorry, did a 1.73. And if you look, just take a look at this right now. Take a snapshot of this in your mind. Got a similar triangle where it comes up, comes down. 2.2. Chainlink, same thing. So this doesn't mean go all in on it. This video doesn't mean to go all in on anything. Definitely do your own research and form your own conclusions, but this market is really starting to warm up after that long 4-month wave 2 with Bitcoin. And so, you know, Ripple, this is a huge consolidation. This has been going on now for, well, this is September of 2018. So what, about over a year now? We're into November of 2019. We got these similar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bumps. So, you know, like it or hate it, there's a big Ripple community out there. I don't own much of Ripple right now. There will come a time where I'll probably get all in if nothing else is looking good and this thing breaks. But, you know, like it or hate it, this thing is consolidating. And it is, what, number 3, I think, on CoinMarketCap. When this thing goes, it's going to go. And so also, you know, if Ripple, if this doesn't look familiar, all these cryptos, they play out the same. So does that remind you of anything? This is Bitcoin here. 9, 10 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then goes up. Ripple. Now this is today. Does this look familiar? Does this remind you of anything here? So let's take a quick look at 0x. Hopefully I can keep this about, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. What are we at? 9 minutes. You know, I know everybody doesn't have 15 or 20 or 30 minutes to sit around, so I try to make these as quick as I can. But let's take a quick look here. I'm going to tell you why I think 0x is in a wave 5 right now. I think it's going to pop any day. 0x and Chainlink are looking good. Basic, it's, you know, now I'm talking short term, But look at the similarities here. So this was basic attention token. I know I've brought this up quite a few times, but it did a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now look at this. We're just going to go through this quickly here. 10 cents to 20, down to 18, to 31, to 26. Now I'm applying basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 0x with a 1. Actually, it'd be right here, August 29th. A 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so check this out. Basic, February 6th to March 10th, a little over a month. 0x, August 29th to September 20th, little under a month. Then about 5 days. Basic attention, March 10th to March 14th, about 4 days. So a little under a month and 4 days. Now from here we go September 25th. I'm sorry, this is 0x. September 20th to October 31st. I always take the lower of the two, so 0.276. They're about the same, but you could say 10 or 11 days. Basic attention, April 2nd to April 11th. That's about 9 days. Then lasting about 10 days into a wave 5 from April 10th to April 21st. Well, this here was the 31st. So you say anywhere from maybe 10, 11, 12 days. This is pointing us out to like November 11th. Today is November 7th. But here's where it gets really interesting. When you look at this 4 from April 11th, and then this little bump in here to April 16th, that was 5 days. 0x, this thing is about the same. October 31st to November 5th, that's exactly 5 days. I believe 0x here is gonna pop any day. It may consolidate for one more day, but I think, just comparing this thing, even the prices are the same. About 31 cents with basic attention. 31 cents down to 26. 0x. 33 cents down to 27, almost 28, so a little similar. So just comparing it, I think with 0x that we are somewhere in here. Now that this lasted then for about 5 days, going from about 30 cents, and it ultimately went to like 48, 49 cents. Some exchanges had 50. And so it's just so eerily similar. It's unbelievable. So my biggest short-term play, like I said, is 0x. This doesn't mean go all in, but I might. Sometimes in life you got to roll the dice. I might do it. I might not. I don't know. It just depends. But I really think from November 7th or 8th, it's going to start here soon. It's in a wave 5. And so only time will tell what'll happen, what'll really truly happen with it. But this one here, 0x, is really looking good. And so, let's see, is that, yeah, we're near the end. So that's it. This is how we spot a bull with the cryptos. We look for consolidation. We look for a move up. The lows are never revisited. We've seen it with Bitcoin. We've seen it with gold. We've seen it with silver. We've seen it with heating oil. We've seen it play out short term with 0x. Augur now is doing it. Tezos now is on my radar. Like I said earlier, there's so many good plays right now. I'm going to have to get my book out and start jotting this stuff down on what I think is going to move next. There's so many things now that are starting to heat up. This market's going to get hot in the first half of 2019. She's going to turn into a hot one. And so Ripple consolidating. My biggest short-term play over the next 5. I'm definitely not big on day trading. I'm more of weekly and monthly, but I'd have to say this is what I'm feeling the most bullish on. So always do your own research. I would hate to see anybody get burned out there. And so that's it for today. If you liked the video, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I want to thank you for coming over to Blockchain Silver. And remember to stay safe out there.